Hey guys, today we're gonna go over our Atletico Madrid versus Real Madrid for La Liga. So Atletico they're gonna play a 4-4-2 as you can see right here. Something to note was that I think it was the first time that Alvarez, Slorth, and Griezmann were gonna play together. And something else that I noticed was that Llorente was gonna be in the midfield, and he usually is on the right hand side. So it was an interesting move. Um, and you can see it right there on the screen. So then Real Madrid they were also gonna play a 4-4-2 at times because Mbappe wasn't gonna play. He was injured. So it was like this. Something that I did notice was that on the first half, Militao was gonna be on the left with Mendy and Rudiger on the right with Carvajal. We haven't seen that in a long time. Um, so this that's how they were gonna play for the first minutes. Um, in the first half, Atletico's tactics they were gonna do this. They were gonna bring the ball back, Molina and Julian on the side, Julian Alvarez to make the pitch wide, Mandava, Jimenez, and Lenormand to stay like a back three, um, and then just the three midfielders because they had to defend a lot. Also, if you notice Griezmann, he was playing behind and next to Sorloth, so that's what Griezmann usually does. He likes to help in the build up. Here you can see Rudiger and Militao that they switch position for some reason. Valverde and Modric they drop a lot whenever they need to create because Carvajal goes up. So and Chouameni actually Bellingham plays here in between Rodrigo and Vinicius. Mendy also goes up. So it's something like this at times. But Valverde he also can be he can play as a wing, but sometimes Modric goes there and they move a lot whenever Atletico was pressing high. Alright. So here you can see what I was just talking about. Alright, so we continue, you're gonna see that you can see right there that this is how most of they were gonna defend a lot Real Madrid, as Atletico was just pressing super high in the first half. It was a lot of Atletico. So they both have chances, but Atletico they really wanted to go for it. For the corner kicks, this is how Atletico was gonna defend. Sorloth in the first post, Jimenez, Griezmann, and Alvarez by zone, but then everybody else was gonna be 1v1. So it was gonna be Carvajal against Molina. You can see that right in the box. At the edge of the box, you can see Llorente against Bellingham, Vinicius against the Paul, Militao against Mandava, Gallagher with Chomeny, and Lenormand with Rudiger. That always happened whenever Atletico was defending. And here you can see that on the outside, Valverde, he or sometimes Rodrigo too, they were gonna be just waiting for any balls that they could shoot from the outside. Then here's the rotations that I was talking about. Look where Rodrigo and Vinicius they usually switch a lot. That's normal. We've seen that Ancelotti does that. But look where Bellingham is, and look where Carvajal at times. Even Carvajal was playing as a number 9. Yeah, look at Modric and look at Valverde. There's a lot of rotations. They do that because the Atletico's pressing and defense they're good at that. So they just need a lot of movement to create something and make spaces. Here more rotations. You can see where 9 now Vinicius is going to be like a number 9, Rodrigo on the right, and Mendy on the left. Look at Modric. Well, he always drops between just to help it in the build up. Now Valverde and Modric switched, and Rodrigo and Vinicius are both on the left. It's a lot of rotations. All right, so now we're gonna see how Real Madrid defends on the corner kicks. They defend by zone, and when that happens, you can see that Sorloth and Modric are. That's what happened. They were paired up, but obviously it was very difficult for Sorloth to head the ball because he's not close to the box at all, to the goal. I mean. So that was the end of the first half. There were chances, but we expected more for both teams. On the second half, as soon as it started, Koke came in for Molina actually, but he's a midfielder, so he was gonna be here, and Llorente was gonna drop. Still a 4-4-2, but that was interesting because I didn't expect Molina to leave. And also Rudiger and Militao switch back to their how we usually see them. Yeah. All right. So then Molina came in for Sorloth because he wasn't playing as well. He didn't have good chances, and he was outside of the box, so he didn't have a good game in my opinion. But he plays on the left. So now Atletico they're gonna do this like 5-3-2 because Alvarez was gonna go higher. Gallagher was gonna cover this, Koke here, the ball here, And Griezmann, he's all over the place, as I was saying earlier. Um, but also this was good because now Atletico, they were gonna do their 3-5-2 that they're used to that. That's how they usually attack. And but also the Paul now has more freedom to create. He likes to do that. Um, so he's a mixed midfielder. And also when Lino came in, he really had a good impact in the game. All right, so then you can see that on the second half, Atletico, they really had a high defensive line. But on the 63rd minute or so, well, first there was a foul on Vinicius, and you can see it right there. It was Lenormand against Vinicius, but then I mean I will leave it up to you guys to decide whether that was a foul or not. But anyway, then for the free kick, you can see Rodrigo, Modric, and Valverde there. A couple minutes ago, they had a chance just like that, and Valverde missed by just the minimum. But anyway, Modric, he opens it to Vinicius. Now Vinicius is against the pole. Vinicius is gonna run the line, but then he's gonna cross. Look, and Jimenez and Chomini, they actually missed that header, but Militao's in the back all by himself. And look at that control. That helps him out a lot. And then he shoots, and there's a deflection on Llorente, and that was the 1-0 for Real Madrid. It was actually a really good goal, but that actually helped the match to make it more interesting because there were chances, but we needed a little more. But here you can see the 5-3-2 that I was talking about. But right after this, the people in the stadium, they did not like that goal. So so then they had to stop the match. And you can see that there were things thrown, and even El Cholo, he went to talk to the people. I thought it was about 15 minutes that they stopped the match. But when it started, you can see that now Real Madrid, they're going to have like a 4-3-3 with Valverde on the right, Rodrigo on the left, but Vinicius was going to be as a number 9. So it was an interesting lineup. All right, so then Correa came in for Gallagher, but he actually was going to play on the right. So it was like go a little bit to the left, the ball a little bit to the middle, Correa right here. So still was a 5-3-2, but with Correa on the right now. When they were attacking, Llorente went super high, and Lina was attacking a lot, so it was more like and Correa was here, so they would do like a 3-2-5. So it was a lot of attacking. It was a lot of attacking for a couple minutes, but then Julian Alvarez left. Well, let me put this back right like this. And then Julian Alvarez left for Riquelme, and Galan came in for Mandava, but Galan was gonna be here in the same position, and Correa was gonna go higher, like this. And still, I would say it was like a 5-3-2. But to be honest, Lino was attacking a lot, so he was defending but mostly attacking. But let's just leave it like that. In the last minutes, Ancelotti made all the changes for Real Madrid. So Vasquez came in for Modric, Endrich came in for Vinicius, and Garcia, he came in for Rodrigo. Alright, but obviously now there's going to be a lot of changes because Vasquez usually plays on the right. These 3 midfielders are going to stay. Garcia was going to be here, and Hendrik, he was going to be the only number 9. So technically, Vasquez and Garcia, they don't attack as much. So I feel like Ancelotti, he was just making the changes just to waste time and to defend the 1-0. But in the last play of the game, Galan, look at Correa and Galan. There's a lot of space, and look at Militao and Rudiger. It goes in between the two, and in the box, there's Courtois, and he actually doesn't shoot. He just goes to the left, and eventually goes in. But if you see it, it's one touch from Correa, second touch from Militao, and the third touch from Correa, and that's the one that goes in. It's an interesting play. People were complaining about the offside line, but now it's automatic, and obviously there wasn't an offside. And in the last minute or so, Llorente made an awful foul on Garcia, and he got a red card. So anyway, good match. I really like how both managers made a lot of tactical changes during the match. So let's see what happens in the Liga. Well, thanks for watching, and please consider subscribing.